Great. The good news is I heard from Jen, so we're gonna try again. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna invite her, and we are gonna show on the road. Yay! It's working now.
I'm,
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. I'm like, she forgot about me, and she's not gonna do live.
I've
Now
just
I gotta go.
I've never done this before, so I was just like, do. She's calling me. I'm like waiting here. I've got everything all set up, ready to go.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, no, I was worried. I was like, oh no. I'm like,
So
she's
sorry.
not gonna join. I'm really happy that this worked out. Good, good, good.
Yeah.
For everyone joining, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We had a little bit of a delay there for a second, so I just talked about Crafter for a bit. For all who haven't met me before, my name is Patricia. I'm with Crafter, and I'm meeting today with Creatures and Creeps. And you're Jen, right? Jennifer, Jen, which one do you go by?
Um, I go by Bracket or Jennifer, whatever people
Oh,
call.
Bracket. All right, look at this nickname. I don't even know. All right. Um, so I wanted to meet with you today because you have been so super nice and supportive about everything going on with Crafter. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do all these interviews, and I'm just really happy that you said yes to doing one. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited for you guys. Congratulations on the launch and everything.
Thank you. It has been amazing. So we already have somebody asking you what's your favorite horror movie. Just jumping right in.
Gosh, might be Return of the Living Dead 2. Might be, or actually Near Dark. It's a tie between those two.
Yeah, I am a colossal wuss, so I don't really have a lot of scary movies that I've watched, if I'm being fair. I'm more of a video game person, so my scariest video game that I've played recently is The Last of Us, and I haven't beat the second one because I'm too scared still. So-
That's
but that's as scary as I get. Um, Hold on, there's a little bit of a delay for a second. Hold on. See if we reconnect. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good now. Can you see me okay?
yeah. Everything done on my end?
A little bit slow still, but I can hear you. So as long as I can still hear you, we're good.
Okay.
Um, so you, from what I can see on your page,
Hmm.
do a lot of painting
Right.
and spray paint and things like that. So tell me more about how you got into that.
Spray paint, I kind of just fell into, actually, when I graduated from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago in 2004, and I was really into like traditional art. I took a traditional art class, and I was really into oil painting. And so, when I graduated, I was kind of like, okay, let me do the opposite of everything I've learned and just fall into this world, this crazy world where it's like,
Yeah.
$1 a can of spray paint, and I'm just gonna try this. I'm just gonna make some stencils. I'm just gonna go out there and give it a go. So yeah.
Yeah. I saw from your website that you had you went formally to school for art, right?
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Like it looks like did a lot of schooling for it.
Yeah, I like I said, I went to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, and I also studied at the Slade School of Fine Art in London.
Hmm.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that's an experience right there. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's a great.
So what do you think, what's your favorite thing that you enjoy painting then? Because you have kind of a range of different things, it seems like.
Oh, definitely cool. In particular, faces. I love doing portraiture. Um,
Yeah,
People, and I love doing anything horror related. I'm really
yeah.
big into it. I grew up watching horror movies, so I think that's why it's been a big influence on my art.
So I have to take this opportunity to shout out to my friend. His handle is movies two, the number two, die for. And he loves doing reviews of horror movies. He's like a huge horror movie buff. And it cracks me up because I'm always like, I can't watch these things. I'm too big of a wuss. So I'm like, that's fantastic. Although I really love all your artwork. I really do. It's like I appreciate horror, but can't watch it. yeah, so I took a look at your website and I also saw that you've done not only painting, but you've had some of your artwork on clothes. Like you've had, it was it, I think it was Undead Armor or some other company that did your art on some
Um,
shirts or.
so on Instagram, they did a couple of my pieces, my zombie head pieces, Wretch and GBs.
That's, so you name all your zombies?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. They have had names.
I love that. I love that. Some people, well, sometimes people name their artwork and sometimes they don't, but I absolutely love that they all have like names and a character and like that's awesome. I love that. I also loved you have some Tim Burton kind of themes art on your page, and I love that. I love Tim Burton stuff, so that's pretty great. Do you have a favorite movie from him?
Oh God, that's tough. Might be Edward Scissorhands.
That's a good one.
Fine.
That's a good one. That's a good choice. Yeah. And so I also saw, I love you had this big mural done of, I believe it was a zombie face, if I remember right. And I thought that's pretty cool to get that kind of a, how was that like a commission or you just did that for fun or how did you get into that?
Yeah, I love to do like really close up faces and spray paint at large.
Yeah.
The wood. That's a lot of fun. I just did the last big large scale piece I did was a Joker piece actually, which was a lot of fun to
Good. That's so good. Yeah, I love that. And it's fun because I don't know, just especially if it's a big mural, like say it's a big piece or a big mural or something like that. It's
Right.
so fun to see somebody like stand really far back from something and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make that a face." And then they just start spray painting and you're like, "This doesn't look like anything yet." And then all of a sudden it's this beautiful thing and you're like, "How'd that happen? I don't even know, I don't even know
Oh,
how you can do that." It's pretty amazing.
okay.
That's awesome. But you're also really into like pinup and stuff too, which I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
I do pin it myself.
Yeah,
I'm doing it. Oh God, I don't even know how many years now. A while, maybe maybe like 10 years. On
that's
and off.
awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's a great
Yeah,
community too, and I'm into the whole rockabilly scene and music and everything. So I fit right into the pinup culture for sure.
that's awesome. And so where are you based out of now? Like where do you live now?
I live in Florida now, but I'm
Oh,
actually planning on relocating back to California.
okay, well that's a big jump.
Yeah,
So you were are you from California or you just like that you've lived there before?
I lived there for about like 8 years, and I just love it there. I've never been more happy than I've been in California. So,
Oh, that's awesome though. That's good to know that because like for me, I've stayed in Florida pretty much my entire life. So it's one of those things where I've visited places, but it's a different experience when you live there. So if you find some place that you're like, "Ooh, yeah, I like I like living here." That's good to know because then you're good, you know? Is
exactly.
there was there still like I'm sure, I guess this is a dumb question. I was gonna say, is there a big art community there and like a big
Yeah.
like yeah,
I mean, I live
yeah.
in Hollywood, like right in the center, of LA, and there was a huge art community there. There was actually a gallery that opened up next to the bar that I worked at, that I used to have shows at, and um, yeah, it's definitely thriving. And from what I see online, it's thriving even more than from when I was there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Trying to think. So can you tell me more about like I guess rockabilly? I don't know too much about that. I know the style, like, but that's
Yeah.
pretty much as far as I go with that. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, rockabilly, really has its roots in like 1950s,
Hmm.
beginning of like rock and roll,
Yeah,
and it's got like a little bit of almost like hillbilly to it. So it's got like a little bit of jive to it. I'm trying to
nice.
find the best way to describe rockabilly.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to do in my head. I was like, I know it's the style of clothes, and
Yeah,
I know it's the music with it, and it's kind of like its own thing. But I don't really know too much past that. I was just wondering, you know?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's
I just it's a great culture to be a part of, and
mhm.
the music is just amazing.
Oh, yeah. I bet that's awesome. Um, so you are into not only, I think you said fine art,
Right.
but you do, have you done digital art
I,
before?
I just
You
kind of
do.
doing that in 2020. Actually, I'm a newbie to the world. I kind of actually would love to learn more about it because I'm just taught myself.
Oh,
So
awesome.
or there's like so much that I'm missing out on that I could do,
It
but
seems like it's a huge undertaking because I've seen, and I'm not saying this about anybody that I've commented on or seen on Instagram, but I've seen some art of digital art that is really amazing or not like it's like, oh, looks like someone just colored over a picture and it's like there's got to be more to this. You know what I mean? And people are suggesting all the software they use, and I'm like, maybe I'm making it more complicated than it is because I don't know much about it. So, but yeah, it seems like it's definitely a learning curve to go from regular art to digital. I
oh,
would feel like that'd be a big transition.
it really is. But it's fun in its own way. There's things I really like about it. But I'll always be I'll consider myself a fine artist. I don't think I could ever
Yeah.
be fully a digital
Well, I
artist.
feel like that's your foundation, right? So that's not a bad thing to have that like good, solid foundation of that. I
Right.
saw too, so you do fine art, digital, and then graphic design. Can you tell me more about graphic design?
Graphic design I do more for work.
Okay.
I don't really, I haven't really experimented it like with it art wise.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been doing that on and off for work for about 10 years.
So what kind of job, do you mind if I ask what you do for work now?
Right now I'm just freelancing.
Okay.
So I've just been doing that for a couple of years now. And, I'm okay doing that. But eventually I might try to find some more graphic design work, like for
Yeah.
someplace.
So
But
if you had to choose something that really made you happy that you love to do,
Mhm.
what would that be? What category would that fall in?
Oh, besides art?
Well, I mean, it could be art, not art, but I mean, like if for work, like if you were like, oh, a project that I would really want to take on, like what would that look like?
Project that I really want to take on. I would love to get back more into printmaking, to be honest with you. I haven't, I used to do a lot of printmaking in school, and I would love to like get back into that world. I did like everything like screen printing, etching, lithographs. I did it all. I loved it. So that would be cool to get
Oh, I'm losing you a little bit on my end. Sorry, hold on. The audio got a little robot on me.
back. Oh, any better?
I can kind of hear you, but you sound like a robot. Hold on. Hold on one second. We'll let the phone catch up. See, I love technology, but it can be a pain sometimes. Just
Yeah,
saying. There we go. Now I can see you again. Okay, so you said you want to get back into like printing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then you said what exactly, and then I lost you. So can you do you mind repeating what you said?
Oh, what exactly about it?
Yeah.
Um, well, I would love to do something large scale and like incorporate it with my painting and do a little bit of mixed
Oh, that'd
media.
be interesting. Oh, yes. I
That,
love mixed media. 'Cause you get that texture, and I love that.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
so
So have you done, I need to look at your page again. Have you done any like zombie paint like zombie slash pinup or like zombie rockabilly? I think you did one zombie with like like I don't know how you describe the haircut, but like yeah.
yeah, I've done quite a few rockabilly zombies. I did one for the big dog saloon. I believe it's Big Dog Saloon, or it's a barber shop where I did a big dead greaser for him, and he loved it. So, but yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
love doing. That's right up my alley is undead greasers.
Because you love that style, but then also your husband his name's Rick, if I remember right from your profile. Yes. So you and him, I was saying to my husband, I'm like, they just go together. Like it's just like when you see a couple and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Like
Oh,
that just
yeah.
that just worked. It was super cute. So if anyone who's watching, check out Creatures and Creeps, her profile, her and her husband are super cute. So you should check that out too, along with her artwork. But yeah, so I can see he's like into that style, it looks like too,
Oh, definitely.
which is fun. Yeah, that's fun.
I think we could well together too.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you guys been together?
11 years, actually.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so good. Okay, let me think. We talked about pinup. We
Mhm.
talked about horror stuff. We talked about, what am I missing? Hmm.
I don't know.
Talked about, is there a type of art that you're most well known for specifically?
Um, it varies. I've done a variety of different styles. Like I used to be really into doing realism.
Mhm.
Um, but now it kind of varies. I more like abstract. I don't know if they could characterize them as abstract. So I don't know. I actually was recently characterized as psychobilly street art. One of my
I
fault.
love this. Yeah, that's kind of perfect.
That's I was like,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't know how to describe yourself, but sometimes
Yeah.
you're like, yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly how I would describe my art. So
That's awesome. So
yeah,
I see, I love when you meet somebody and they like you're all in your own head because sometimes you're too close to things. That's how
yeah,
I always compare it to people. If you're too close to something and you're like, I don't know, and then someone outside will or look at you like, well, it's this. And you're like, where have you been?
right?
Why couldn't you have helped me out with this before?
I know exactly.
That's awesome. So I love the style that you have, and you can kind of see it behind you in that picture with the two
Oh,
zombies and
yeah.
the heart. Yeah, I love those. Those are my probably my favorite of yours. I've shared I think two now of your paintings like that. Is that what kind of paint? Like that's not acrylic or anything. Like what is that? How do you do those?
Oh, that actually is acrylic.
It is acrylic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't sure. Again, I'm learning, so
No, it's okay.
yeah,
It's acrylic, just like really kind of thinned out acrylic.
yeah,
And
awesome.
I'll even like go in there with pen and put pen over it. I don't know if you want me to walk you up closer to it. But let me see. If, yeah.
That's so fun. I
uh,
just love the like your style of like how you do portraits essentially. That's just fun. I
thank
love it.
you.
I love it. That's awesome. So about how long would like a project like that take to make then?
A couple months, probably something like that. That one's kind of old, actually. That's one of my older ones, but probably yeah, a couple months to
So
do.
could someone send you like a portrait of their face and you could turn them into a zombie?
Yeah, that's actually trying something I'm trying to advertise is that I do
Really? I love
yeah,
that. I love that.
you got me here. you know,
That's amazing. I'm like,
uh,
that would be pretty cool if she was like, I can turn you into a zombie.
yeah,
So
that's
where are all the horror people at?
I'm trying to advertise is that I do that. I've done that for a few people actually, and a bunch
Oh,
of
I love that.
zombies. My husband, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Well, of course, yeah. You're like, I'm doing this, whether you want me to or not.
Sorry.
It's happening. Awesome. Awesome. So outside of art, is there anything that like that you're super interested in right now? It doesn't have to be art, it can be. That you're like, ooh, I really want to learn more about that. Is there something outside?
Well, still in the art world, NFTs. I really want to get more involved with
I
NFTs.
don't get those.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them.
Yeah,
I want to kind of get into that world, and
right.
my friend just sold an NFT. My friend Alfredo Martinez, who's a curator, to he just sold an NFT for like a couple thousand, and I'm like, okay, you're like I want to get involved with this too. I want to get involved.
This is the thing. It seems like NFTs right now, and for everyone watching who doesn't know what NFTs are, I'm not going to be able to explain it very well, but I'm going to try. So essentially, you buy, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you probably know more about this than I do.
Oh,
The NFTs, you buy, I guess, the original copy or like the original make, but it's a digital copy. It's not a
yeah,
physical copy, it's a digital copy. of some kind of, it can be artwork and a bunch of other stuff. It's not limited to just art.
Right.
But I don't get it because to me you can buy a copy of it. Anybody could do that. Like, so I don't know what it is about that file that makes it unique to that person. Like, oh, I this has value because I only have it. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm kind of tripped up by myself because I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to know
I
more.
mean, if artists can get profit off of it and they high five, you know what I
No,
mean? Go big or go home, right? So
that's the thing. I'm like, how do I get in? You know,
yeah, yeah. If you figure it out, I'm gonna be your friend because I'm
I
gonna be like,
know, right?
what? Because
Oh,
I don't get it. I looked up it because I've had a few NFT groups follow my page, and I was like, I don't know, like, because for me, I don't think Crafter is gonna have anything to do with NFTs, not initially anyway, unless I figure out their value, I guess.
right.
But so if anybody watching knows more about NFTs, please chime in the comments because I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, so you would look into more into NFTs because you said one of your friends was successful with that then.
Yeah, and he was just saying that it's something that it's going to change the art world, and I should definitely look into it. So I was like, okay,
Okay, we'll check it out. I have to look up it, pay attention because it's one of those things where it's like, is this something in the future or is this not a phase, but like a
yeah,
crazy thing that everyone's getting into right now? I mean, you're an artist, get in while the getting's good.
right, right.
Like,
I
I'm
know.
not holding anybody back, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll see.
yeah, it's crazy. Like it's so many things are turning more digital.
Yeah,
So, I mean, us included, because that's why, like Crafter, it's all going to be online. There's not going to be a whole lot of that you have to worry about outside of that. But it's like, it's crazy how, and COVID didn't help with that. With everyone being like, now I'm home and I'm shopping and like
I know.
getting Amazon packages every 5 minutes. So,
I know.
one more question, do you have any projects that are like super special to your heart that you want to share or talk about?
Um, well, I have a project that I did a while back that was very special to me. It was a portrait of my friend Robert who passed away.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that was really a special portrait to make.
Yes.
Shortly after he passed, and he has like a mohawk and a little heart stitched on him. And that was really emotional. I've actually had I think 4 friends die from suicide, so it's just that was really something that.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's such a hard thing because it's always one of those that's a hard one because it's very sudden, but it's also like you worry about those friends, but then you didn't know, like for me, any experience that I've had with that, it's always been very, very obviously very tragic, but also it's a process to work through it because it's like a grieving process, obviously, but then you're also like, oh, should I have done more? Like it's hard. It's like I've had to work through that myself as well, and it's not a good place to be in. So I'm sorry that you've lost especially that many
Oh,
friends. My goodness.
thank you. No, I appreciate it.
I'm happy that you were able to paint that though, because
Yeah,
hopefully that helped, you know
it
what I mean, with
helping.
the grieving process, because gosh, that's heavy, but I'm happy you had that outlet. You know what I mean? At least a little
Definitely.
bit. Did you keep the portrait is it, you have it like somewhere where you can see it, or did you give it to somebody, or what?
Well, I plan on actually giving it to one of either his ex-wife or one of his closer friends when I go back to California, Los
Yeah.
Angeles. Um,
That's gonna be a really nice gesture, I think.
yeah, I think so too. It doesn't belong with me. I feel like it belongs with them.
That's really sweet. That's very nice. That's a very nice thing to do because then they can have that and it'll be something that they can connect with. And that's some pretty raw emotion though, right there. There's gonna be
Sorry, I
lots
didn't
of
mean to end
tears on that one.
and things.
Yeah.
Sad note.
No, it's a heavy one, but it's an important one. You know what I mean? Like it's important to talk about, and it's nice to bring up friends that aren't here anymore because then you think about not only the sadness, but also all the happy things that they brought into your life, which is why obviously he was super important to you. You don't just paint anybody, you know what I mean? Like that obviously he made an impact in your life, and that's important. It's good to talk about that, you know?
Definitely. That's true.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to let people know about before we do our giveaway that I'm very excited about? Because I really can't wait to see what somebody chooses.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, it's so weird what you said earlier. I wanted to tell people about the zombie portraits that I'm doing. Yeah, I can paint you, your friend, your loved one, make them a zombie, especially for the holidays. The holidays will be here.
Halloween's coming up.
And
I love Halloween. As much of a
oh,
wuss that I am with horror movies, I love Halloween. It's one of my favorites. We love it. It's so much fun. So yes, anybody who's watching, thank you for joining us. We're going to do our giveaway in about 5 seconds. Do you have any art you can be showing people while I write down names of people for our raffle here? Because
sure.
I'm going to write down some names.
I have, let me see if I can get my camera right. This is, okay, there we go. A piece, well, if I can get, no, move away. Okay. A piece called Lame Brain that I did. It's on my easel. So
Oh, I love that. That's
it's
so
hard for me to
awesome.
angle.
That's so cool.
Thank you. Oh, these are a couple, I don't know. I'm not sure if you're going to see this. Skateboards. Let me know if you can see them. This one I
Yes.
painted.
Oh, he's like a bunny guy. Are these skateboards? Oh, I
Yeah,
just
they're
saw.
skateboards.
That is so cool.
This one
Oh,
is
that's
another
wild.
one I did of the Greedy Virgin Mary.
Oh, very cool. That's really neat.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you guys can see those okay. Let me think. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff put away. This is a screen print I did, and this was my BFA piece actually.
Very cool.
That's me screen printed on plexiglass,
Whoa.
and it's actual height. It's taller than me, but it's behind. There's a shelf in front of it now.
Oh, wow. That's neat. That's really
But
cool.
yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm bad at this.
No, yeah, I know I can see everything. That's awesome.
Yeah. But
Very
yeah, it's
cool.
CMYK. I did like 4 sheets of plexiglass, and each one was a different color. One was cyan, one was magenta, one was yellow, and one was black. And then you put them all
Yeah.
together, and that made the piece. So
Oh, that's wild. I've never seen that. That's really cool.
yeah, it's all screen printed. So yeah,
Very
that's
neat.
my printmaking, which I love.
Very cool. Yeah, see, I don't know too much about printmaking, so that's really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do our giveaway now.
Okay.
So let me see. Very professional. We're gonna here we go. And we got DMD Camillo. That's Dominique. Dominique, you won!
Oh,
You won a raffle. Are you still here, Dominique? Yes, you are. I see you in the list.
congratulations.
Congratulations! We need you to message you. That means you got to get a portrait of Kevin as a zombie. That's her fiance is Kevin.
I would love to.
Love it. Or maybe Dominique wants to be a zombie. I can't talk for her. She'll have to talk to you. Oh, a zombie dog. I don't know if you'd be willing to do a pet, but
Oh
she's
yeah,
the zombie
I would
dog.
love to do a zombie dog. Are you kidding? That's awesome.
That's amazing. Yay! Okay, so Dominique, if you could do me a favor and message her, you guys can coordinate that. I'll reach out to you. I want to say a humongous thank you to you for meeting with me today because you are our 7th interview for Support Creators Week. Super exciting. Yay! Concludes our week of interviews. This is very exciting. And anybody still watching, please follow Creatures and Creeps, her profile. I mean, it's great. It's just wonderful stuff on there.
Definitely check out my website too, www.creaturesandcreeps.com.
Yeah. Is that the best place to get work from you? Because I want to make
Yeah.
sure people know. Okay.
Yeah, or my Instagram. So either.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you have her, she has her website linked on her Instagram. So if
Yeah.
anything, just check that out and it'll redirect you. Great website, by the way, because I checked that out earlier too.
Ew. No, I love
So,
it.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. But thank you so much, and thank you all for watching. And I'll be posting this for a replay too. So I'll message you after this, and we'll figure all that out too. So
All right.
anyway, be sure to check out Crafter. We go live tomorrow. And thanks so much, everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for
Bye.
having me.
You're welcome, and thanks for coming. I really appreciate you.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.